Good morning, everyone. This is Iosif, analyst at IronFX, bringing you the morning comment for the 29th of March. Russia to respond for expulsions. The Kremlin stated yesterday that Russia will definitely respond to the expulsion of Russian diplomats in its own time. No details were given, however, the response could reflect Russian national interests. Media suggests that Brussels expects the EU to hold the line, while New Zealand seems not to be joining. On the other hand, the UK seems to plan an investigation on money laundering through property schemes. Overall, the Russian response, as well as the UK money laundering investigation, could imply that the issue will extend further in time, but also that it could spill over on other international relationships issues. Overall, there could be further escalation of the situation, and more negative headlines could increase uncertainty. Euro-dollar traded in a sideways manner yesterday morning, however developed some bearish tones, breaking the 1.2355 support line, now turned to resistance, as the US financial data supported the US dollar. The pair could trade in a sideways manner today with some bullish tones, as the financial data due out today could favor the common currency, especially the German HICP rate for March. On the technical aspect, please note that the pair's direction has been supported by an upward trend line since the 7th of April 2017, while since the 17th of January has entered a sideways movement direction, still above the pre-mentioned upward trend line. If the bulls take the driver's seat, we could see the pair breaking the 1.2355 resistance line and aim for the 1.2455 resistance hurdle. On the other hand, if the bears take the reins, we could see the pair continue trading southwards, maybe even breaking the 1.2230 support line. NAFTA negotiations could accelerate. US officials stated yesterday that the NAFTA negotiations could pick up pace and be wrapped up quickly. They also stated that all three parties want to move forward and that there is only a short window because of the Mexican elections on the 1st of July, and called for an agreement in principle. On the other side, Canadian negotiator Verheul was more downbeat, as he stated that a lot of work still needs to be done. The 8th round of negotiations is to begin next month in the US, and any positive headlines could support the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, and the Mexican peso. USD CAD traded in a sideways manner with a bullish tone yesterday, breaking the 1.2910 resistance line, now turned to support. The pair could continue to trade in a sideways manner, however it may also show some bullish tendencies, as financial data due out today could weaken the CAD side. On the technical side, the pair seems to be trading above the upward trend line incepted since the 2nd of February. On the other hand, in the daily chart, one could argue that a head and shoulders formation started to form since the 28th of February, however the part of the right shoulder is still incomplete. Should the pair find fresh buying orders, we could see it aiming or even breaching the 1.38 resistance line. Should it come under selling interest, we could see it breaking the 1.2910 support level and aim for the 1.28 support barrier. In today's other economic highlights, during today's European morning, we get Germany's unemployment and inflation data for March, as well as UK's HPI for March and GDP growth rate for Q4. In the North American session, we get the US personal consumption rate for February, as well as University of Michigan consumer sentiment for March. From Canada, we get the GDP growth rate for January. As for speakers, Philadelphia Fed President Harker speaks. For more information, please read the full comment on IronFX.com or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Iosif from IronFX, wishing you solid trading.